What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the Wraparound. We're going to be breaking down the NHL action going down on Sunday, March 9th, 2025. If you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. Got a great card of action lined up on Sunday's card. Got some college hoops on the board. Got an NBA play. Got an NHL 3-pack. So it's a great time to jump on something, especially because this week it is all about college basketball conference tournament action starting. We're going to have NBA and NHL on the board, but this is the home stretch of the regular season selection Sunday for college hoops and is next week. So, like I said, lots of focus on that. But we're here to still talk about the 8-game NHL card going down on Sunday. So let's not wait any longer. You guys know the drill. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's get into it. Our first matchup comes to us from the Wells Fargo Center, where the Philadelphia Flyers play host to the New Jersey Devils. And, I can understand why the New Jersey Devils would be favored here. But the thing is, the home team has won the last two meetings between these two teams when they squared off in a home and home back at the end of January. And Philadelphia's won two of the three meetings this season, three of the last four overall. And even though Philadelphia's lost their last three games after having a nice, start to the homestand for from the Four Nations break, and they've lost their last three games by a combined score of 14-5. I just feel like taking the plus money is just a better value here, just because the Devils have lost three straight as well. Granted, they're all against playoff contenders like Vegas, Dallas, and Winnipeg, but right now the Devils don't look great either. I think they're still going to be adjusting to life without Jack Hughes, so I'd rather just take a shot here, lean towards the Flyers at some plus money on home ice. It's not a game I'm rushing to the window to bet. There are going to be far better opportunities on Sunday's card, but it is the early matchup, so I know there's going to be a lot of interest in it. So for me, it's a lean towards the Flyers on the money line. Next, we're going to the XL Energy Center, where the Minnesota Wild take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. And I've said it before, the Penguins were originally the inaugural team on my do not bet list for the NHL, and they continue to show us why. This is a team that has, struggled time and time again. They struggle to deliver. They really struggle to just, perform consistently. And while the Minnesota Wild are coming off a sluggish performance against the Vancouver Canucks on Friday, I still think they're the better option here, even though they've played in a couple close games, and we're really starting to try to figure out what this Minnesota team is without Kaprizov and Eriksson Ek. But the Pittsburgh Penguins, just when you think that this team deserves, a chance to get themselves right and, get themselves off the do not bet list and you give them some expectation, all of a sudden this team falls flat and has now lost 4 straight and 8 of their last 9 once again. So I'm going to roll with the Minnesota Wild in this one. Like I said, I just think they are the better team, and right now the Penguins just can't find their way out. They can't stop a beach ball right now. So give me the Minnesota Wild on the money line here. Now we head to the Capital One Arena for a matchup between the Washington Capitals and the Seattle Kraken. And Seattle, got that win over Philadelphia, but I'm not really buying too much what the Seattle Kraken are selling still. It is a back-to-back situation for Seattle, not a situation that I love. They do probably have Joey Daccord starting here, who is their better goaltending option, but it hasn't looked like it lately. In his last 4 starts, Daccord has allowed 4 goals, 3 goals, and 5 goals. And now you're taking on a Washington team that I've said before, still for me has probably the more underappreciated, one of the most underappreciated goaltending tandems in the NHL in Charlie Lindgren and Logan Thompson. The Capitals have been one of the most balanced teams in the NHL across the board this season. They've been playing some great hockey at home as of late. So I'm going to take the Washington Capitals to win this one in regulation, or even put something on the puck line, if you're feeling a little bit frisky. But either way, it's Capitals for me here. Now we head to the Lenovo Center for a matchup between the Carolina Hurricanes and the Winnipeg Jets. And the Carolina Hurricanes being favored at home makes sense because this is a Carolina team that's been Jekyll and Hyde home and away this season. They're 24-7-1 at home, 13-15-3 on the road. But I don't know if I want to just jump off of the Winnipeg Jets yet, because the Winnipeg Jets have been one of the best road teams in the NHL at 21-11 this season. They've been solid across the board. And, I'm also not really looking to fade Carolina at home either in a game that the Carolina Hurricanes could easily step up and take care of because they have been known to take care of business at home against good teams. I mean, it's what this team has done for the better part of the season. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to look at the under 5.5 because I think Winnipeg's goaltending is still solid. It could be, I would most likely assume it's Connor Hellebuck here for Winnipeg coming off a 1-goal performance against New Jersey Devils. The Carolina Hurricanes, their goaltenders, their starting goaltenders have allowed 2 goals or less in 5 straight starts. The Hurricanes have been hitting a lot of unders lately. You look at their recent games, 3-2, 2-1, 2-1. I could easily see that kind of score line projected out here. So I'm going to lean towards the under 5.5, and I might, if for a couple bucks, I might put something on the 3-2 or even 2-1 correct score on both sides here. Because if you have a low scoring game and that's how it shakes out, this could potentially be a Stanley Cup Finals preview. I think that's how it's going to shake out. So lean towards the under 5.5 with those 3-2 and 2-1 correct score lines as well. Now we head to Madison Square Garden where the New York Rangers take on the Columbus Blue Jackets. And, the Columbus Blue Jackets, team that can provide us a ton of value time and time again. The problem is that, just like, the Carolina Hurricanes, the Columbus Blue Jackets are Jekyll and Hyde home and away. And that's problematic here for Columbus because they are on the road in this matchup where they are just 10, 18, and 4 this season. Columbus has 20 wins in 30 home games this season. They have been just an outstanding team at home, but on the road is where this team has had issues. They're coming off of back-to-back beatdown losses to Tampa Bay and Florida. Lost 6-2 to Tampa, 3-0 to Florida. Now you take on a Rangers team that's off of back-to-back overtime losses, but still play their better hockey, even slightly better hockey at home. And head-to-head, the New York Rangers have just owned this matchup. They've won each of the last 4 meetings at MSG. They've won 7 of the last 9 meetings overall. I'm going to go with the New York Rangers on the money line in this one. Now we head to T-Mobile Arena for this matchup between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Los Angeles Kings. And maybe it's a theme, but I think my theme here is I'm fading teams that are better at home that are playing on the road on Sunday. And that's what I'm doing here with the Los Angeles Kings. Both these teams fit that mold, Vegas and LA, of teams that play their best hockey at home. Vegas, 24-6-3 at home this season. LA, 20 wins in 27 home games, a 23-4 record. And, LA is coming off of a split of their back-to-back with St. Louis. They played in 3 of the last 4 games, St. Louis and LA did. And, St. Louis got the better of that. But the fact of the matter is that, first off, LA is back on the road where they're just 12-17-5, so 12-22 this season. Not only that, though, goal scoring continues to be an issue for the Los Angeles Kings. I get it. You have a great defense, but you can't always just rely on that defense to get you off of the hook. At a certain point, the name of the game is to score more goals than the other team. And right now, the Kings have scored 2 goals or less in 6 straight games. The Vegas Golden Knights are on fire. They've won 4 straight, 7 of 8. They've had shutouts in 2 of their last 3 games. They've outscored teams on this current homestand, and this is the final game of this homestand. But so far, the first 4 games of the homestand, Vegas has outscored their opponents by a combined score of 18-7. So they shut out Pittsburgh on Friday. I think they take care of business against the Kings here. I'm going to go with the Vegas Golden Knights on the money line in this one. Now we're going to Rogers Arena where the Vancouver Canucks take on the Dallas Stars. And, I know it kind of fits that mold. Do you take the Dallas Stars, who have been much better at home and kind of barely above 500 on the road? Well, I am going to take the Dallas Stars in this game because the Vancouver Canucks, yes, they're rested. Yes, they've won back-to-back home games, which is not something we normally say for the Vancouver Canucks. But even with those back-to-back wins, the Vancouver Canucks are still 13-10-7 at home, basically 13-17 at home this season. The Vancouver Canucks are a much better road team, even though it's a 50-50 road team at 16-12-4. But Dallas, for me, is just the more sound team here. I like what Dallas did in trying to come back against Edmonton last night. They rallied with 3 third-period goals. They had a ton of momentum despite trailing that game 5-1. But I still think that even though the Dallas Stars fell short in that game, like I said, I liked the rallying effort. I think they have momentum coming into this game. I'm going to go with the Dallas Stars on the money line in this one. Our final game on Sunday's card takes us to the Honda Center where the Anaheim Ducks take on the New York Islanders. And I was trying to get there with the Anaheim Ducks, but I really do think that their little surge of momentum could be coming to an end here. Mainly because, the Anaheim Ducks just didn't look great against the St. Louis Blues in their last outing. They've now dropped 3 of 4 and 5 of 7. Looking kind of more like the Anaheim Ducks we'd seen for, the better part of the season up to this point, in all honesty. The Islanders, on the other hand, I was wrong about the Islanders. I took a shot on the Sharks. Maybe that was more about the Sharks being the Sharks than it was about the Islanders winning it. But the Islanders have won back-to-back games for their last 5. Maybe it's just a surge that some of these teams go through after the trade deadline, where they win a couple games, but over the long haul, it's going to be a bit of a rebuild for the Islanders. But in this matchup, I do think that the Islanders can get the job done in this game. I feel like I can trust the Islanders a lot more in this spot. I just feel like they're the more sound defensive team as well. So I'm going to roll with the New York Islanders. It's a lean, but I'll roll with the Islanders on the money line to round things out. That's it. That's all the NHL action for Sunday, March 9th, 2025. Again, if you like this content, make sure you smash that thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. Let me know your NHL picks in the comment section below. And if you're looking for my best bets, including my daily $15 best bet, head to pickdawgz.com. Click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off your purchase. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys soon.